Welcome, I am Solara. I'm here to do another collective reading. Let's see what comes out today. I'm just going to get right into it. I've already cleared and cleansed and called in my protection, so here we go. Asking for all messages to come through in clarity and that I be able to convey and communicate them clearly and powerfully. Thank you. Ashe. Okay. Oh, this one's coming out again. It came out on Monday. Came out yesterday. It's coming out again. It was their mission to keep you loveless, dependent, addicted, and on the brink of suicide, but they failed. We also have confusion spells, which is a big theme right now. If you follow tarot and you know about the energies of the now, this part of Scorpio season aligns with the energy of Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of illusion and confusion being spun. But there's equally a grand amount of the ability to tune into your own intuition. So that's kind of how energy works. It's always both ends of the scale, and you can find yourself at either or finding some kind of balance. So in other words, being too tuned in, well, I don't think you can be too tuned in, but being tuned in without being grounded sometimes can lead to paranoia. And I want to say that very, very lightly, because sometimes what they call paranoia in our reality is actually truth, but they want us to think it's not. So I say that, take it with a grain of salt. Take it for how it resonates with you. We have, they did this to your children too. They can't believe that you know. They're alternating between shock, denial, and fear. I think that's the last one I'm going to take. They're not working alone. They hired other practitioners. So at the bottom of the deck, we do have Karmic Sibling. So that's a karmic sister, brother, blood, in-law, doesn't really matter. So I already told you guys what these ones said. I'm going to show you. It was their mission to keep you loveless, dependent, addicted, and on the brink of suicide, but they failed. Presently, I feel like they're sending you confusion spells. That's more of the present energy. They can't believe that you know, alternating between shock, denial, and fear. That is more of the present energy. Regarding what they've done, they did this. If you have children, they did this to your children too. If you don't have children, then it really speaks of your creations, the things that you have been working on bringing to life. So if you have been, you've struggled your whole life with your creativity or with your ability to focus your energy into doing things for yourself and producing stuff, then you can know that part of it is to do with this energy. If it's a karmic sibling, this isn't necessarily something that is new. This is probably an ongoing energy that's been happening in your life. They're not working alone. They've hired other practitioners. Okay, so let's get some tarot messages, especially concerning these two energies of what it is that they've done. It was their mission to keep you loveless, dependent, addicted, and on the brink of suicide. That oftentimes is mental magic, mind control magic, trying to mess with your mental reality. In regular non-spiritual speak, it would be narcissistic abuse in the form of gaslighting. That causes a person a great deal of mental despair, because it changes your whole outlook on how you see yourself in the world and your own truth and your ability to connect with the truth of who you are. That's one of the hallmarks of narcissistic abuse. And it is a form, it is a spiritual thing. Narcissistic abuse is deeply spiritual. It's like a vampiric, parasitic energy that it plays itself out interestingly on other planes. But let's see. More messages about this mission to keep people loveless, dependent, addicted, and more information on how this was enacted. Right out, we've got the Nine of Swords, right? So the Nine of Swords is an energy that speaks of psychic attack. It is an energy that speaks of keeping somebody trapped in lower timelines, trapped in despair. It is an isolation energy with the nine. Nines are connected to Hermit. So in terms of signs, we could be dealing with Virgo energy, or because of the Hermit, or Nine of Swords is Gemini energy. This would be the second decan of Gemini. So let me think about it. Yeah. Anywhere from 10 to 20 degrees. You might want to check where that is in your chart. This person could be a Gemini, you could be Gemini. Gemini energy also deals with third house. And your third house can do with, well, it can do with your siblings, very interestingly enough. The way you communicate, short-term travel. Yes, let's get some more messages. Three of Pentacles. Yep, it's a community thing. It's a family thing. They work together to do this. Possibly, if this is a family thing, it's a karmic sibling. Not only did they hire practitioners recently to work with them, but this is a wider group of people that have come together to create this situation in your physical reality. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Cups. We just spoke about that energy. That's the energy we're in right now. It's the last decan of Scorpio. 20 to 30 degrees. Scorpio, you might want to check where that is in your charts. Three of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. It is 10 to 20 degrees. Capricorn, you might want to see where that is in your chart. Threes are connected to Empress and sevens are connected to the Chariot. So there's something here about not wanting you to move forward. With that Chariot energy, not wanting you to move forward into victory in your life. And this is the playing with your emotions. It could even be messing around with your dreams, interfering in your dreams. And I'm talking about literally like when you're sleeping, your dreams, interference there. It's an attack against the emotional body. And everything is birthed through water. And cups is, of course, water energy. So everything comes through our emotions. What we see here in our reality, people will often say that your reality, you co-created it. And the whole creative process, Tarot explains it to us through the suits. We understand it through the elements. So Tarot begins with the first card in the Minor Arcana. If you're looking at how things come into creation, is the Ace of Wands. And the final card, when everything, the cycle is complete and everything's been materialized on earth as it is in heaven, is the Ten of Pentacles, right? So in order to get from the Ace of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles, you have to come through the fire energy, which is Wands, right? That's spirit. That's also inspiration. And those are the things that you can't yet see until you begin to think about them. And that's when we enter swords energy. So it goes wands, swords, cups, pentacles, fire, air, water, earth. So when we begin to connect with the invisible, the spiritual, inspired, we start to think. And as we think and we put more focus on something, then the emotion comes up to match the thought. And the more invested we are in that mental energy, the more emotion that comes through us. And it's the marriage of your thought and your emotions that create your reality. In other words, all energies that come from above to below must come through the waters. Every creation story throughout history will explain that everything comes through water. Even in your human experience, you know, being born, you are formed in a sack of fluid. You are formed in amniotic fluid. You enter the world by way of water, Everything is birthed through water, literally, but also figuratively. So everything comes by emotion. But your emotions, your waters, are also attached to your intuition, the cellular memory of your past lives, which we also call, to some extent, your soul, and then also your dreams. So with the Seven of Cups energy, which is a Scorpio energy, it's an energy that is designed to keep someone trapped in illusion so they don't move forward, so that everything is to keep them trapped in illusion so that they give birth to confusion. Okay, so there's something here about how these people try to keep you in a state of isolation, keep you in mental prisons that were ultimately designed to put you in a state of illusion and confusion. Illusion in order to birth confusion. And the way that often happens is, if you think about Scorpio energy, we're in Scorpio season right now. Scorpio energy is very tied to both sacral energy and third eye energy. Those are our main water chakras in the 7 chakra system, right? So if you can, the sacral energy is how you birth something into reality, because everything comes by way of water, right? And the root is how you stabilize it into truth, into physicality. The third eye is how you're able to have communication with the things that you can't see. It's your feminine energy of intuition. It's one of your intuitive centers, one of the main intuitive centers. So with the 7 of Cups, this speaks of being messed with in that area. In other words, the reason why the 9 of Swords energy is here, the mental despair, is in order to create a narrative about yourself that would keep you trapped in the mental prison, that would have you attach emotions of despair and confusion in order to keep you trapped in illusion and creating for yourself cycles of pain and suffering. It's to keep you trapped in lower timelines. And here's the thing. As you continue to repeat these lower timelines, that these energies try to trap you in and isolate you, and what happens then is that you will begin to also accumulate a lot of shame. And that's a really important energy to get a person trapped into when you're trying to deal with them through mental magic subtly, which is what we're about to find out. A lot of us are waking up to it. We may not have the language for it, but a lot of the abusive structures within families, within our systems in general, have been designed to keep us locked in mental prisons, whereby we were creating from this place of illusion and confusion in order to keep us stuck and not moving forward and not coming into alignment with our divine truth and our divine power. I won't go into the reasons for that. I'm sure if you're watching me and you've gone this far, you probably are already aware of why. So yeah, we do. I forgot even that this had come out. We have confusion spells here, right? So that goes very well with this energy of the 9 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. On top of that, I lift up the 7 of Cups and we have the Page of Swords, which speaks of somebody watching you. We do know that they are working with other practitioners. So it's what's coming through is that whatever it is that they're doing, it's like they're watching you to see if it's working. And they're watching you because they want to know how much you know. Now, when I say they're watching you, they can't believe that, alternating between shock, denial, and fear. They want to know how much you know, right? So when I say they're watching you, it can be in a myriad of ways. They literally could have, what's it called? Like bugged your phone and your home and all that other stuff. There's the very real idea of physical surveillance, but there's also surveillance that happens spiritually. Using tools to look into what's going on, whether it's divination or whether it's methods of divination like tarot, scrying, all manner of things, or whether it's even sending entities and energies in order to spy and report, or even spying on you psychically, and that would be another thing, like entering through dreams, etc. Some of these people are very, very skilled. They've been doing this for longer than you know. And yes, And now that the bubble is breaking, now that you're coming out of the Seven of Cups and you're beginning to recognize that this confusion and illusion isn't of you, they're worrying. They're worrying. So let's see. Any other messages for the tarot? I don't want to make this reading too long, and I want to get you some, yeah. So definitely. So the Three of Swords came out. This could be a Libra. Also, this is the second decan, 10 to 20 degrees of Libra, Three of Swords. When this energy comes up, it speaks of trapping a person in a timeline of betrayal in order to create consistent cycles of heartbreak in their reality in order to keep them feeling like they're alone in the world. That's what this Three of Swords energy is. 3 squared is 9, right? 3, 6, 9. So that's what this energy is. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the High Priestess. I feel like this, I mean, although you might be in your High Priestess energy, I feel like this is also speaking about what is being done in the dark by High Priestess who are misusing their energy. And very interestingly enough, we do have 2 3s on the board. 3s are connected to Empress energy. When I removed the High Priestess, we also had the Queen of Pentacles. And the minute I saw her, I thought mother. So there could be a mother involved in this with a karmic sibling, right? And with the Three of Pentacles, this already spoke about somebody collaborating together in real time. And again, this is the energy of trying to stunt or to... it's like trying to stunt the energy of what it is you create so that you can never bring forth what it is you're supposed to bring into the world. Or it's trying to command your energy so that the things that you create align with this 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups narrative that they want to keep you stuck in. Okay? I'm going to ask one more question. I want to know why. I want to know why, because people do these things for a variety of reasons. I'm going to go into the energy oracle. Let's get an answer for you as to why this is happening. People do, this is a form of, well, it's a form of abuse, but it's a form of energy control, possibly for siphoning purposes. Most of the time in these long-term situations it is. But let's see. Why? Why? Well, we've got attachment and the world is coming to an end. Yeah. At the bottom we do have second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This again is your sacral chakra. That is the womb energy. That is the divine feminine energy. That is the seat of all of your creation. That is the portal through which everything that you birth into your reality comes through. It's also what connects you to your mother. It connects you to your matrilineal line. And often the trauma that we carry generationally in the physical or biologically and even psychologically and emotionally, because it's all interlinked, it comes through the mother, right? We do inherit, we inherit energies from our fathers, but it tends to be more mindsets and traditions, whereas through the matrilineal line, we literally can inherit up to 3 generations of trauma and trauma responses through our mothers, right? So that's more to do with our emotional bodies. The Thinking Woman, 47. So yeah, this is definitely something to do with the element of air. The Thinking Woman. Thinking Woman. I want to get more information on this Thinking Woman. The Thinking Woman can be, it could be an air sign. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This person could have just had a really sick and twisted desire to study you. People do things for, I don't get it, because I wouldn't do this to a person. It's not in my nature to do that. So I don't fully get the thinking behind it. And a lot of this stuff, when it began to be revealed to me, it took a while for me to get on board until I started to really see the truth of it. But I don't get why people act like this. So let's see. Why is this thinking woman here, please? Ooh, okay, King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a minor arcana, father and husband energy. This could have to do, oh boy, this could have to do with money, but it also could have to do with someone trying to make a man stay with them. With the King of Pentacles and the thinking woman, and the Eight of Cups is Pisces energy. It's all about walking away to, it's like this person, whoever enacted this, whether we're dealing with a mother energy here, because that was coming out too. And I have been speaking about the matrilineal line because of the sacral chakra. It's like this, and strategy. It's like this person, this mother energy, this is the message I'm getting if it's a mother energy. It's like this mother energy did this in order to secure something from the father figure, which could be your father. This could literally have been your parents. If this has been a cycle for you throughout childhood, it's like the mother strategized and did this, and it might be consciously, it might not be consciously. People do these things and don't even realize because they're just repeating trauma and repeating patterns and behaviors. And so it's like this person did it to secure some kind of value from their husband and to stop their husband from walking away. This could also be the energy of a mother who competes with her child, wanting to make a child look a certain way to a spouse in order to, for whatever their own reasons. Like what's coming up and what I'm hearing right now is it's like the example that they're giving me right now, it's like the mother who has a child that might be a little bit sickly, but exaggerates that sickness in order to play this role of being like a nurse and a good mother. And it's a role that she's playing, well, it's for herself first and foremost, but it's also a role that she's playing because there's some way she's benefiting from the emotional manipulation because she's performing for someone else, if that makes sense. If this is a karmic sibling, and the karmic sibling is the thinking woman here, the reason for this being done, then there's something about, then this would be more of a harnessing situation, and they're trying to hold on to somebody. It doesn't even have to be a romantic situation. With the King of Pentacles, it could just be a man with some kind of money or material access, and this person is needing to appease this individual and keep them from walking away from them. And oftentimes that's to do with some kind of like some kind of deal that they've made. Is there anything else you want to give me concerning this situation? Anything else? The Two of Pentacles wanted to come out, but it didn't. Well, here it is at the bottom, Two of Pentacles. That again is Capricorn energy. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. This is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy too. Yeah, Two of Pentacles is my card of karmic struggles, trying to break out of karmic cycles. Is also a card of instability, but trying to find stability. So I'm getting for it in this scenario that it's just kind of bringing home the same messages. This is some kind of karmic situation, which of course we know it has to be, because only these situations only play out in our lives through karmic energies until we learn to heal and break free. Yeah, so ultimately this is an energy that's here to help you to graduate. And the more you heal, as is the case with most of these things, the more you heal, the more you ascend, the more you break free of the shit, the more it goes away. The more it goes away. But be aware that right now the confusion spells are real right now. Like, and the purpose of the confusion spells are to trap you back in Nine of Swords energy, to keep you out of connection with your third eye, so to disconnect you from your intuition, to cause you to doubt yourself, not trust your intuition, and from that place move back into the energies of despair and shame, which is where they want to lock you in, because when they can lock you into lower frequencies, that's actually perfect for harnessing and harvesting energy. So ultimately, make sure that you are trusting yourself at this time. Believe what it is that you've been shown, because there'll be a lot of doubt and questioning, and even they might be coming in and being super nice, because it's all designed to confuse you and to kind of throw you off track and throw you off their smell. That's what it is. So here's some advice for you. Ask questions, even obvious or silly ones. Embrace your curiosity. So in this scenario, what I'm getting for you in terms of advice is, don't think that anything that comes up in your intuitively, don't dismiss anything at this point. Everything is coming up to show you something for a reason. Be curious about it. Don't knock yourself down at any time. Don't shut yourself down, or shut a thought down or a feeling down. Pay attention to how you are responding and how you are reacting, and ask yourself questions. And even, if it's people, you can ask them questions too, if they're going to answer honestly, or if you want to be the thinking woman and you want to, pick up on their energy, then do that too. But in other words, don't be afraid to allow your own sense of curiosity to lead. Don't think that anything coming up is stupid or should be dismissed. Light a candle, pray or talk to your ancestors or guides for spiritual clarity. Too many cards. Can I just get two more, please? Two more cards. The lighting a candle is also for the purpose of clearing energies. Fire comes to clear. And also just to say hi to your ancestors. You are being guided. You are being protected right now. They have the answers sometimes that you don't have, or that you have but you're not receiving, or you've forgotten. So they say that praying is how we reach out for the answers, and then sitting quietly or meditating is how we receive, right? Walk away for a while to reflect and get perspective. So if you are caught up in a situation, and you've just been surrounded by it the whole time, you're being asked to kind of take a step back in order to get a higher perspective, to get another view where you're not completely ensconced or immersed in it. Rest, pause, and be patient with yourself. Cultivate some self-compassion, okay? Okay, at the bottom, we do have go all in and conquer the fear, break this cycle. So that's more to do with the internal barriers of fear that would want to keep you out. Kind of like I was saying with this curiosity, don't dismiss anything. Oftentimes we dismiss things because we say, oh, it's silly, But really what it is, it's not that it's silly at all. It's like we're afraid to go further. And now you're being told, nope, trust yourself, trust your guides. Go there. Okay, so that's what I have for you. I hope this reading was helpful and insightful. If it was, then please make sure to hit the like button. Please do subscribe. I am a new channel. If you would like a one-to-one consultation with me, or a Tarotstrology soul mapping report, then all information can be found at my website below. But I wish you a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, be well.